Yo, what's up, man? You alright? Here's awful. Worst ever. Yeah. I'm good. Doesn't matter much too, but it's Friday. How are you? I'm good. Chill day. I want to finish this bad boy. Ideally, I want to finish at least the costume today. Nah, costume will be so funny. And I think at this point I'm ready to merge all of it. Maybe inflate his package a bit. And then maybe get rid of these. Anatomy looks good. I guess so. I mean, I didn't really detailed it because, you know, it's gonna be costume. It's like, you know, the common superhero costume, like tight, what do you call it? Like, you know, tight, thin fabric. So his, you know, exact details won't show up, but, you know, basic shapes will be there. These are the real questions. Does Captain wear a coat piece? No, he doesn't need to. Spandex? Is it called spandex? Oh yes, stretchy fabric. Yeah. So I guess do we have symmetry? Also, hands is gonna be, you know, gloves, so I didn't go into details. It's gonna be, for some reason, these thumbs a bit thin, I guess. Maybe I could something like this, or inflate, I guess. Yeah. Does ZBrush do painting as well? Yeah. I mean, it's not, in my opinion, it's not, I mean, quality-wise, it's really good, but when it comes to arranging and layering, for example, for me, whenever I used layers in ZBrush painting, there was never a time that I didn't have any problems. It's kind of sketchy. You know, usually people use in production like Substance Painter or something like that, because those are, you know, applications just built for doing 3D painting. So those are really good. But ZBrush does a decent job as well. It's pretty good. Remember the Goblin imp kind of painted that, but it's when you want to generate different maps, like different layers, it's kind of a drag. I don't know, I haven't checked much of the new features. Maybe they added some new functionalities that makes it easier, but usually when I'm gonna do simple stuff, like for example on this one, you know, there's just the fabric. There are not much different materials on the same mesh, so there won't be any different maps. So yeah, usually for simple stuff I just, you know, play around in ZBrush. But did I use ZBrush for painting? I think I never used ZBrush in a studio environment. And there are people who uses it, but I don't know. In my experience, it wasn't at least efficient and fast. But yeah, I really missed 3D, man. It's like the ability to turn around the thing you created. It's so nice. And I spent hours just, you know, turning this around, looking at it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying 2D is better or 3D is better. The nice thing with 3D is, you know, it takes longer to do it. I mean, in 2D you can just, you know, a couple of line strokes and you have a sketch. In 3D it kind of takes a bit longer, but you know, at the end of the day you have something solid. I mean, you can print it, all that stuff. Yeah, I guess it's good to go. Maybe I should separate these guys. Groups. I've been also watching lots of videos about ZBrush. There are lots of new stuff. Groups. And then I do it like this. Okay, nice. Yo, what's up, Mo? How you doing, man? So I'm gonna fix here and name it font merge. Yeah. Okay. So usually this is the moment of truth. You know, I'm doing all these parts as separate and then merging them. So let's do here. This. How we doing? We doing good. Re-downloaded Bayonetta. Hopefully this one is complete. Nice. Yeah, the weird thing about me these days is I'm really into first-person shooters right now. Playing Doom. Also, did you know? I mean, I'm not sure if you guys are into FPS, but did you know there's a online Quake which is free that you can play? I've downloaded it. I mean, it's not the best FPS, right? I mean, in the eyes of the market, there are not much people playing it. Like, it's not Overwatch, obviously, but yeah, it has that original Quake vibe. I mean, it's Quake, right? So that's kind of nice. I played it a lot. Last time I downloaded one, that's messed up. What about Metro? Metro? You mean the game Metro? I wasn't into FPS very long. Yeah, me too. I mean, the last FPS I played, what was it? It was either Rage 2, it was like years ago, or Cyberpunk. And Cyberpunk is more like a story, right? Medal of Honor games, yeah. No, I'm not playing Call of Duties and all that. Metro Last Light, nah. I mean, I like the hardcore FPS games, right? It's like Quake, Doom, Overwatch, like fast-paced. Not like story games, but more fast-paced. Cyberpunk, Elite Dangerous, yeah. But man, Quake 1, Quake 2, I can't explain the impact those games had on me. Also played Quake 3 Arena a lot. I like, I mean, I like the fast-paced, you know. I mean, I like Overwatch, for example, but it's for me, it's like, you know, too much, too complicated. Also, it's too soft. I kind of like darker vibes like Doom and Quake. Also, you know, if you look at Quake or Doom, it's more primitive, right? It's no brain, just deathmatch, go out, grab a shotgun and kill people. I just like that, right? You don't have to think, it's just you and your reflexes. Just jump around, shoot. I really want to upgrade my new PC. Mine is trash, yeah. Well, that's the fate of not fate, yeah, fate of all PCs, right? Fast-paced FPS weren't really big. New generation of hardware probably lands this fall. Probably get good prices. Yeah, probably. Destiny, yeah, I had some friends playing it, but I also know it's like, you know, it is one of those games that's purpose is to squeeze every cent out of your pocket. I mean, for me, if it's gonna be FPS, it should be like either Doom or Quake. And honestly, the vibe is more important for me than, you know, there are a lot of FPS games, but, you know, I like the specific vibe of, you know, Quake games, Doom games, and games like Cyberpunk. You know, there are a couple of Warhammer games. Cash grab, yeah. Like FIFA. I used to play a lot. You know, when I was a kid, but, you know, when did I play last time? Like, I haven't even downloaded it. It's like, I might have played it, you know, at a friend's place or something like that, like a couple of years ago, other than that. I was on PES at my childhood, yeah. Honestly, I wasn't really a big fan of management games. I liked strategy and all that, but man, honestly, I just, you know, these days, my approach to games is like, you know, when you get stressed out, just log in, play a couple of games, and, you know, peace out. Like, you know, low commitment games like, you know, Street Fighter or some online game that you can do a match for 10 minutes and you log out. Like Street Fighter racing games, and then, I don't know, like Quake. I played on the Xbox. Oh, so we have the eyelids. This is too much. I should these guys down a bit. I think I brought up before, but one of my favorites ever is horse racing sim. Yeah, you talked about it. Put in hundreds of hours in that horse racing game, yeah. Yeah, I think everybody has a game like that. I mean, I didn't put a lot of time, but a couple of years ago, I was playing this car mechanic simulator. I mean, I played it a couple of months. It was entertaining. I mean, if you watch it, it's so fucking boring, but to play it was really, nice. Put that little front tail on again. How cringe would it be to Captain to try copy Superman? But this curl doesn't curl, it sticks up. Yeah, I realized that. I'll probably redo it, I was, focusing on this wrong thing, trying to do this. I could actually, I should actually do the one curl and, one piece for the rest of it. Anyways, I'll probably do it again or do it from scratch. Okay, so we have the head. Nice. We have the eyes. Maybe in shader. Plastic, something like that. Green. Make it flat color. So, didn't I... what? RGB, yes. With object. Doesn't work. Madcap flight. Okay, now it works. Okay. So maybe keep the hands. Okay. And then I'm not sure if my PC can handle, but usually when you work full body, so currently it's like 4 million. I might need to probably gonna go to 20 million. I don't know if I have enough GPU power to do that, or RAM. We'll see. If it crashes, I'll just do it offline. Just light it up, yeah. Your PC starts to smoke. Just pour cold water on it and keep working. Easy. Meteorite for Gatorade has electrolytes, yeah. Okay, time to Dynamish. Let's go. It's good. It's too much. I think too much. Maybe 400. Too much. Oh, it wasn't doing it. Okay. Yeah, I guess this works. Quick question, how do I draw clothes that fall from breasts? Same logic. Remember I talked about tension points and hanging points? You can approach it with the same logic. Just figure out the point that cloth hangs. And now, use that point as hanging point for the cloth. Landmarks thing, yeah, just use the breasts as a landmark and cloth will hang from there. May cause repercussions for your search history. Recommended? Yeah, totally. Yeah, you can fill. You can make water balloons. Fill the balloons with water and put some cloth on it and use it as reference. Yeah, if you have any balloons in your home, you can use that. Okay, so hands. Wow. Did you try it? So this is 200. I guess 200 works. Okay, and now we have head. Head will probably need a lot. So is this 600? What the fuck? Literally saving before every command. Or maybe I should make the head first. So let's see, 400. 5. 6. Alright. I think that works. Yeah, maybe I should get a coffee, get some mental energy, and then figure out how I'm gonna do costume. Yeah, I'll be right back, guys. Uh, Twitter just fed me a Paris Hilton ad. She's still a thing. I have no idea, man. It funny. It reminds me there was this item in World of Warcraft, like a yeah. It was a bag, right? It was sold in vendor, but usually in that time the economy of World of Warcraft was like, usually all the other vendors sold bags for like 30 gold, something like that. And there was this vendor who sold a bag like for 5k gold. And if you bought that bag, you got an achievement called Haris Pilton. Did I wander into wormhole? Twitter really is kind of the worst. I mean, I don't even use Twitter. But I know when you go onto Twitter, your IQ drops down a couple of bars, I guess. I mean, I don't use Twitter, but most of the time what I can come across is like, arguments on Twitter. People arguing with each other. It's so funny. Where is the Captain Black? So he's gonna... So, see... Oh, can't pull it. So this is his costume. So, the top part is gonna be black. He has his gloves and the shoes gonna be black. Do I have... the other one? The comic we did? So yeah, I'm gonna do it just in a second. I use it for LOLs, yeah. I don't use it. Facebook, yeah. I mean, Facebook is... To me, Facebook feels like something old people use, right? I mean, we are not young, but Facebook is like, ancient. Instagram, yeah. I just post some stuff from time to time and peace out. Usually, not always, but sometimes I go on to 9gag. And pretty much, if there's anything important, I see it there. Create this Facebook accounts. It's weird. I never seen writing Facebook like you write, like Fbook. People usually write FB or just write Facebook. Account last month. Just get to access to a board game group. Yeah, it's it's always. You have to do it, right? But I remember when first Facebook came out, it was really obsessive. Also, TK, do you remember MySpace era? Like, I remember in school, I was like in high school, something like that. So people were like, I have MySpace, right? They are like bragging. Like it's some kind of status symbol. Like I have my space. Hoo hoo hoo. Like what's up now, right? It's gone. It was so funny. It was literally the only available used copy I could find on net. Yeah. Even created my own Flash-based MySpace or yeah. And it was like really hard to use, right? It's not like if you compare it to you know, social platforms today. It's like you had to know a lot of stuff. Okay, so maybe it can be like this. This one. Just gonna paint it for now. We have symmetry. Yeah, I guess something like this. Some weird glows he has. And then I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, it was Dinosaur Age, man. And they raised it from the dead. Did you ever go look at it? Is it up now? It was somehow worse. Imagine being too young to remember MySpace. This is wild, yeah. New MySpace still exists? Wow, man. So I want to make his costume as cringe as possible. Right, like, you know, maybe going something like this. And then do something like this. Maybe not this part. Yeah. New mask. And then the head is like... It's older than me, yeah. Looks like Insta clone now. Yeah, imagine owning MySpace. Like, that's a fall, man. Basically, video and photo sharing social site. Are there people using it? As old as my kid? Yeah, man. I think another hair just turned gray. Oh yeah, also ears. Maybe masking, mask by color, intensity. Yes. So, key points. What color should the hair be? Captain Vogue Cringe and Punch. Vogue Punch. Blue? Turquoise? Green? Yeah. Jesus Savaldar. Checked for you according to Google as of mid 2024. MySpace is mainly an archive with no new articles. Music media that can be played. However, there's millions of people using MySpace. Yeah, maybe they are using as a nostalgia. Or level 43. Seemed dark in the early sketches. Dark purple? Bright pink stripe? Nah, dude. Maybe regular brown or orange? So yeah, it is dark, but yeah, also yeah, whatever. Just gonna do it black and white for now. Something like this. Yeah, I haven't also decided on the colors, right? For example, what color should this costume be? Maybe black and white? I don't know. Also, he has the underwear on top of his suit. No, he won't have it. What is it called? Slip. So how does it go? Does it go like this? Goes like this, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, there it is. Maybe this dark, yes. What's happening? Ooh, I missed a lot of chats. It's your it's Superman. When I first sketched him, I imagined black hair. Yeah, something like that. Okay, did you hit the Ankh stats? What? The noise? I don't even know how to explain. What is it? Ankh stats? What's that? I make it like better. Woohoo! Captain is lit, boys. Yeah, it will be something shiny like this, right? This can work as well. Silver foil. Imagine him making his costume from silver foil. Damn, this looks nice. Outline. What else? Got lights. Where is it? I lost it. Red clay. Matka gray. Okay. I guess I lost. Okay. Yeah. Sorry if I offended you in any way. Dude, that thing about offending, right? I don't understand that. I mean, I don't like to make people uncomfortable, but you know, being offended sounds so ridiculous to me. Did I spell it right? I don't know what that means, man. What is UNC? 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 Uncle? Does it mean uncle? What? Chrome? Yeah, maybe it might be his like ultimate ability. Where is it? Yeah, I can't wait to rig this guy and then throw it into Unreal. Like, imagine. Like, down shot. Like that. Captain is here to save the day. By cringe everyone to death. Google it more. I have not reached Ankh status. What? Can anyone explain what the hell does that mean? Quick one. Anti-alias. I never pronounced it. Aliasing. Good for kind of trash PC. Not really. It's really heavy on the runtime and draw calls. So yeah, but you know, usually if you turn it off completely, it looks like the old PlayStation games. Not because of the PlayStation, but you know, when you play something on TV, not the new TVs, but old TVs have this pixelated view. It's what it does is it kind of softens the edges of the pixels, right? So you can try different levels, like, you know, 2x maybe, minimum. So can I maybe throw this guy into Unreal like this? Maybe just do a quick UV. So let's see. They act older than their actual age. What? They're about your age, but they might use weird, outdated words that nobody their age has business knowing. They still listen to the radio. What? Oh, I don't know about acting older than their actual age though. But yeah, I knew people like that. I had some friends in high school. They were like grandpas, right? Put it on 2x. Yeah. I mean, you can use the minimum. Usually, what's most heavy on. So the thing with video games is like, if you are not playing it on 4K or even 2K, usually, generally speaking, I'm just talking broadly, you know, setting up the textures and, you know, model quality, maybe model quality, but particles, textures, if you set them to, you know, extreme, let's say there's low, medium, high, and then ultra, and then, you know, let's say best or, you know, epic. Usually high is enough for full HD, right? Because you don't get too much value after the high setting. So you can play with those. Usually I don't even set everything to ultra because I'm not playing on a 4K monitor. So yeah, those things you can, you know, optimize min-max. Other description said you find yourself talking to friends about sports and underrated athletes. What the fuck? I still, it's not a sharp definition, or it's not a sharp stereotype. I still listen to the radio. What? Really, dude? During the day, when I'm driving? Oh, okay, that makes sense. But also, there is one streamer called Imdontai. He hit 30, and so people called him Ankh. How about VSync? VSync is the thing that prevents that waving thing. You know, your PC renders it horizontally, renders the image horizontally, So VSync is vertical synchronization, right? It kind of synchronizes the render. If you have some weird waving on the screen when you turn your camera, you can turn it off. But usually that's expensive as well. 4K can dial down AA because resolution does. Yeah. Out of the box. At Full HD, AA helps a lot. Yeah. Yeah, horizontal tearing. That's what I'm trying to tell. Yeah, matches the frame rate of the monitor to the frame rate of the game. It kind of synchronizes both. Yeah, if you have some weird tearing or waving on the screen, you can turn it on. Texture filtering is the same thing, like it's anti-aliasing for textures, right? It's like kind of smoothing the textures. So you can set texture resolution to medium or low, and then you can bump up texture filtering. That will kind of filter the textures. But it's like, it filters the textures. It's not something huge, right? You can even turn it off. You'll definitely notice tearing. Yeah, it's hard to miss. Okay, I was gonna do a quick UV map. Let's see, plugin, UV master. Okay, unwrap. This reminds me, if you heard anyone say Wukong is poorly optimized, don't listen to them. Okay. So many old graphics settings that are not taxing in Wukong. Yeah, that's the Unreal Engine, man. So the thing with Unreal Engine 5 is, so Unreal Engine 4 had like 27 iterations, right? There was, and more than 27, like, let's say they release Unreal Engine 4, and then they release 4.1, and then 4.1.1, 4.1.2, and it goes like that. So Unreal Engine 4 came until 4.27 point something, right? So the thing with Unreal Engine 5 is it has this amazing technology, but usually either it's kind of fresh. The Lumen technology and Nanite technology they use, like real-time global illumination and lighting, and then Nanite, the runtime virtual, what is it called? Virtual real-time, like the thing I do with models, I press something called Dynamesh. It remeshes the whole thing. Unreal does it real-time in-game, right? So if you can just import full resolution models, and it shows you a version of the model, and it's all done in the engine, right? You don't have to do anything, you just put in the model. So if you go far away from the model, it shows you a low resolution, and it's real time. It does it in one frame. So yeah, those kind of technologies, they are kind of fresh. It's either developers are not used to using the new version, and they don't do a good job in optimizing, or because it's fresh. But yeah, I mean, in 1 year or 2 years, Unreal Engine 5 will really catch up to speed. I think it will really dominate when it comes to quality. AA maxed out, doesn't matter the card. Texture filtering maxed out. Shadows are about the only old item that is still real taxing. Yeah, because it uses Lumen, right? Because it's real-time global illumination. It kind of calculates all the bounce of light. Before they used to do it like you used to calculate all those in the development and bake all the images to the world, to the models of the game. But now it's like calculating all the illumination, all the light bounces, all the light calculations, doing all that real time, and it's really doing a good job. So that's why if you crank, lighting, global illumination or shadows, it's really heavy. I mean, my PC crashed even in Fortnite. But I don't know if for example, Wukong, can you run Wukong on DirectX 11? Because if you select DirectX 12, it's automatically using Unreal Engine 5 features. I think DirectX 11 doesn't support Unreal Engine 5 features. I'm not sure. It's really a gorgeous game, even on lower settings. Yeah, totally. I don't know when Lumen is cut off. No, it's never cut off. If you are using it on, I can show it once this is done doing this thing. I can show it to you on Unreal Engine. It's never cut off when you are using DirectX 12, or usually that's how it is. It's just very low settings. Maybe it doesn't calculate or spend too much resources on the bounce lights and all that. Settings doesn't say, but actual low settings look bad. Yeah, it probably looks like cranky shadows, edgy, pixelated shadows, or maybe some weird artifacts in shadows. You can run it on DirectX 11. Yeah, probably then it's using the old Unreal, what is it called, lighting system. It has to be cut off at some point. Usually, the common practice is like DirectX 12 is Lumen, DirectX 11 is the older version. Because if from the developer perspective, if you cut it off, you have to, it really cuts it off completely. Then you have to revert or depend on the older lighting system. Lighting drastically changes and becomes slow. Yeah, maybe could be a reconfigure. Yeah. You know much more than I do. Nah, I mean, honestly, I'm just learning, man. And so Unreal has these people in not working in the Unreal, but working for them, all around the world. They are called Unreal evangelists, and they're all master of some specific area, right? So they were joking about nobody knows everything about Unreal because there is lots of different subcategories like lighting, coding, like sound, physics, particles, dynamics, and then lots of different stuff. So nobody really knows everything about it. But when it comes to graphics, I'm still learning, right? It's like dude, I don't even know how much time I've spent nights just figuring shit out, exploring. The nice thing is now, you know, you have YouTube and all that. You can pretty much learn anything. I remember the days you had to, you know, read the manual of an application to learn shit, right? You couldn't find any information. If you, I mean, for me, when I first started, there was like this application I used to use, like 3ds Max, and the version of it was like 3 or 4, yeah, 4, something like that. And you know, I was trying to find a book on the application, and the books you could find is like the ancient version of the application, so you had to download the PDF manual of the I mean, that had a manual in the application, but you know, I spent so many times reading those manuals and figuring shit out. It was so painful. The only reason I figured Lumen was shut off at lower settings because another YouTuber who does hardware reviews suggested in their review. Yeah, makes sense. From global illumination medium to low, there was basically no pref uplift. Yeah, lighting quality dramatically suffered, hinting that Lumen was shut off. Yeah, there are, I think, two main settings for Lumen. I mean, two of the settings that really changes, and rest is like, you know, still they are making an effect, but not too much. Alright, I guess ZBrush is crashing. Maybe it's funny, you know, when some application is doing heavy work, and if you click on it on Windows, because it doesn't respond, Windows automatically says like, yo, this application is not responding, do you want to close it? I had to close applications like that so many times, but there's nothing wrong actually, right? It's just doing some heavy work, and Windows thinks it crashed. Really have no idea, just repeating what I heard online. Yeah, we all know how reliable that is. Yeah, especially for the important life decisions. Just go online, go on Facebook. Yeah, maybe this is taking too much. Cancel. Or not. I guess I have to wait for it, right? If I have to interrupt it. Yeah, probably it's a stretch. So the thing is, you know, it says 2 million polygons here. It's like it's trying to process all these 3 million polygons and make a UV map for it. Usually you don't go like 2 million polygons for a character, so that's why it's suffering. I thought I could, you know, just export this, you know, play with it in Unreal. But yeah, the next stage is I usually do retopology, you know, make a clean topology of this, and you know, that's kind of boring to watch, so I reserve that to, you know, I will probably do it offline. Also, I kind of check out. It's kind of, you know, one of those autopilot, no brain activities you gotta do. I mean, there are automated systems in ZBrush. There's something called Z-Remesher. It makes it automatically for you, but it's not always as you want. So I play with it, do it, and I fix maybe hands and face, some areas of the body. Speaking of brain, gonna do some Wukong farming. Nice. What are you gonna farm? Is there like you farm souls, something like that? To level up or craft something? XP plants, nice. Plants, so you craft drinks, potions. Leveling and crafting methods, nice. Alright, I just realized I drew Captain Cringing Punch. So he didn't have full gloves. It's like his fingers are open. Out in the open. Maybe I'll add nails or stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe he could have full gloves, I don't know. Plants are used for drinks. The RNG part is that they occasionally drop another item. Looks like Batman. Yeah, it's the hair, man. The hair is fucking it up. Maybe it will change when I add the phone holster. That will do the trick. Fucking hair, man. Yeah. Imagine this character lifting off. You know, imagine me making a game for this guy. You know, it's like for the game I'm developing, it's like a bit of it is, you know, doing my thing. So part of it is I don't care about, you know, what people think about it. But I'm kind of playing it safe, you know. Kind of, you could say Souls-like. Not Souls-like, but, you know, similar. And that's kind of already established genre. There are lots of there's already a market for it, right? So it's a safe bet. If I do a good job, if I do a decent job in gameplay and all that, if the game is decent enough, you know, people can play it, or people would play it. But this is something completely out of the, you know, what do you call it? This is like, this came out of nowhere, right? Captain Cringing Punch, what the fuck? How high definition are you going as far as the textures and polys? Yeah, it will be stylized, right? I won't be going into too much details because it's labor. It's kind of a technical decision, and at the same time, I like stylized artworks, and in general everything stylized more because they age better. Like, for example, take Team Fortress, right? Still it looks good, but if you go full realistic and then technology develops and then you have to do remakes and remasters, all that. So going realistic is kind of dependent on the current technology, current realism of the engine, because it's like current state of the Unreal. Probably 5 years later, like, it will be much more better, right? Because I'm looking back at the games that came out in 2010. I mean, they're still good, but if you compare to the latest games, like even if you compare, for example, Wukong to a game like came out 5 years ago, there's a huge difference. But if you look at the stylized games, as I said, look at Team Fortress, right? When did it came out? Like 2004, something like that, maybe earlier. They still look good because they are visually appealing, right? Instead of technologically, or instead of graphical fidelity, I'll go for a good stylization. Let's see if I can pull up an example. So let's see. I mean, this is kind of too much stylized, but something like this, right? Not like, this almost has no texture, right? Not like this, but just one tick more to the realism. But something like this, right? I'm not gonna go like hair simulation. Hair will be something like this probably. This is also AI image, but yeah, something like this. Or let's see if I can find another one. If you played Darksiders, usually it will look something like this, something like that. Because also it's work, man. Like if I mean, I would love to, but I'm also at the same time being realistic and considering how much time and effort I'm gonna put into it. So you can see I'm just modeling one character, and how long it took. I'm doing it for the last couple of streams, like this is the main character. I'm also not working on it full time, but I think in my current artistic fitness, I can create a full character with the models and painting and prepare the technical stuff and implement into the engine and the rigging, all that. Maybe, I don't know, 3 days for a single character if I work full time. So imagine doing it for lots of characters, right? But the more I go towards realism, it's like more work, right? More labor, more details to add. So yeah, that was a decision I made really early on when I was, fleshing out the project. But at the same time, that decision should be not because laziness or not not a copying decision. I tried to make that decision authentically and, you know, staying congruent to the vibe of the project. So yeah, at the same time, you know, kind of mixing the technical limitations and time limitations and resource limitations. Yeah, but you know, it's something like this, right? This level of detail. So imagine just adding some fabric texture. That's also the style I like the most, right? This is called, I don't know if they still call it, but you know, hyper rails, right? The style of Gears of War, and then you know, Darksiders. Yeah, mainly you can think about Gears of War style. It's called hyper real. It's not like full realistic, but you know, kind of stylized. Because I want it to kind of be edgy, but at the same time not too serious, right? I like that Doom vibe. I really want that Doom vibe, but if you make it too stylized, then it loses that seriousness, right? For example, if you look at Fortnite, let's see. If you look at, you know, dude, come on, I can't open up images. I don't know why, but Firefox. So yeah, for example, this is a, you know, armor set skin. Actually, doesn't matter what you do. I mean, I have so much respect for Fortnite, right? It's like amazing designs they are making. I'm not talking about designs or something like that, but you know, this is more like, you can also think about it as a age spectrum, right? This is more directed or relevant to younger age. What do you call it? Age spectrum. But if you look at, let's see, something like this maybe, right? This is also stylized, but you know, it has that Doom vibe more. But you can still do it simple, but you know, still have that seriousness, have that grit. I see, dig it. Yeah. Did it do it? I guess it actually did it. Let's see. UV map. Oh man, did it. Okay, maybe do it ahead as well, since we are here. So yeah, I don't want it be a cartoon, right? It's not like I'm not making a Roblox game. At the same time, I don't want it like Mortal Kombat, right? It's not that realistic gore. Something like in between. Kind of hard to explain with words, right? Unwrap. But yeah, something like where is it? I can't find it right now. What? So yeah, but the thing is, but there are different pros and cons, right? It's like if you are doing, or if you are going with realism, you can use lots of, you can buy lots of different ready-made assets from the marketplace of Unreal and other places, right? Because if you are going realistic, you can just grab trees, rocks. Unreal even has quicksand bridge. There are lots of real-time real scans from real world, like you can use them, like in Wukong, right? That's actually the best part of going for realism. But at the same time, as I said, it's like it is a shorter shelf lifespan, shelf time. And as opposed to if you are going for stylized, it should be consistent, right? That style should be consistent. I mean, there are lots of stylized assets you can buy from different places as well, but it's kind of hard to match it. You can find similar ones, but yeah, I mean, you wouldn't want different resolutions, different levels of resolution, or different ways of, or different parts of the world stylized differently, right? That would be inconsistent. So yeah, that's the bad part of stylizing, because it's stylized, it should be consistent. Alright, I guess this works. So what's this? These are the things. Okay, so plugin, map exporter. Let's also save. That's actually a minor complaint about Wukong. Realism? Okay, export mesh, texture from polypaint, export options, mesh export, quad, yes. Okay. Anything else? No. Let's go. New folder named cringe test. Really? That fast? I don't believe it did it that fast. Where is it? No, it didn't do it. By export mesh, okay. And subtools, yeah, okay. Get all maps. Dude, I almost accidentally pressed end stream button. Not stylization, just resolution of detail. Textures are high quality, and then right next to it, that would be a texture that is like, yeah, I'm guessing they use lots of assets from mega scans. Did it do it? Nice. Okay, so let's go this. Yeah, probably because of that, because there are really nice, really high resolution scans in the library of Unreal. You can just use, and they are free. It might be something like that, or might be different assets they got from different places. Is this one? Okay. Feel nice, okay. So many words, man, I can't find what I'm looking at. Imports. PMP, what the fuck? My PC fans are in, you know, max, working max speed. Like, everything is open, like Photoshop, ZBrush, Unreal, Maya. At the same time streaming and recording. What's this? What? Okay. This. Okay. Now. This. Right. These. I think it didn't export everything. Like, oops. So this was also what I was talking about, you know, doing texture painting with ZBrush. It's kind of, I don't know, kind of weird to export stuff from ZBrush. It was much easier in Substance Painter when I used it. Are one of those that is super sensitive to PC case fan noise? I'm not like super sensitive, but I have earbuds on, you know, earbuds to prevent noise. And then I have the headsets on my head. But still I'm hearing the fan, right? That's what I was talking about. They are really working. Other than that, you know, I don't even close my PC. Honestly, I don't care about. I prefer it to be quiet, but honestly, I'll just put my headphones on to gain more performance. Yeah. So the thing is, I've been, what do you call it? I've been exposed to high volume sounds in my life so much, you know. I've been playing drums, I've been going to clubs all my life, you know, really high volume music. And then I've been in the military, like, you know, lots of shooting. We used to shoot like every day, like every weapon, man. It's like, you know, grenade launchers, rocket launchers, like, you know, even guns are really loud. And imagine like using everything and all the time. Like we used to shoot pretty much every day for a year. And then, you know, going to clubs and stuff all my life. So I think it started like in 2014 or 15, something like that. So I have, do you know, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like tinnitus, tinnitus, yeah. So I have tinnitus in my ears, like it's a, I think it's a syndrome, you could say. It's like constant ringing in your ears. So I have 2 on my right ear and 1 on my left ear. Like they are ringing 24/7, right? It's insane. But you know, I got used to it. I don't even now I talk about it, that made me remember, but you know, I'm not even aware of it. Usually not usually, but pretty much all the time I have earbuds on my ears to prevent high volume noises. But yeah, I think I kind of fucked up my ears. Okay, so let's see, type. It's called 8. Okay, these ones. Tell me about it. Grew up with punk sorts, punk shows. Yeah, worked next to aircraft for years. My ears hate me. Yeah, that sucks. I think I might have minor case of it. Slight ringing, but it's off and on. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a couple of different doctors about it, and they did some scans and, you know, all those stuff, and they are like, you know, there's nothing I can see here. Everything looks normal. It's kind of a phenomenon, I guess. I don't know. It's like, you know, constant ringing. But yeah, if what is it? What was that saying? If it's inevitable, you learn to deal with it, right? Okay, so these the same ones. Come on, man. What's this? Okay, this one is I've imported the same things over and over again. Why is this not exporting, man? What the fuck? Come on, export. Let's go this one here. And call this one eyes. And what's this? Is equals, and then we have the head and the body. Okay. That's rough, like for reals. Constant? Yeah, it's constant. It doesn't go off. If I exposure myself to, you know, really high volume sounds and music, if I use headsets too much, or, you know, listen to high volume music, they become more. I usually realize when I go to bed at night, you know, it's silent. When I'm about to sleep, they are like, you know, ringing more. Okay, finally. Let's go. What? No. All these. Okay, nice. And scale. There he is. Our bad boy. Dude, what the fuck? Did I broke my mouse? Alright, I had a material here, yes. This one. Here. What's this? Normal map. What's this? What's this? What this? Killer. Okay. Okay, connect this to roughness. Maybe 1.5. And picture. Yeah. Texture, base color, convert parameter, call this color, add to parameter, all this, check. Parameter, roughness, wave, and create third instance, body, paste, head, and what else? This is head. This body, color, right? Yes. Okay. Kind of. I think you can see the mesh changes when I close in. So that's nanite, right? You usually don't use it with characters, but I'm just doing a loop there. This is too shiny, man. Where is it? Head, spec. Maybe maybe roughness, face, 6. Okay, 0.6, 0.5. Everybody 6, 5. Man eyes. File paste. Edit these. Delete these. 2. There we go. Of course, this is so too much. Bloom, intensity, fun. Yeah. So yeah, so you can set it in Unreal Engine, right? You know, all the stuff. Also, here you can also set it here. So lumen scene detail, you can set it to 4. Lighting quality, you can set it to 4. Like these are the main lumen stuff, and other ones are, you know, secondary stuff. Human reflections and all that. Also, you can do cinematic. So yeah, you know, you can see it doesn't really change anything, right? But if you from high to medium, it gets kind of fucked up, right? Cinematic is the maximum, but you can see here in the shadows like a subtle difference. But if you go from high to medium, it really gets fucked up. Like it goes back like 5 years, the quality, right? And if you go to low, it's like it doesn't exist. Demonize, it's necessary, yeah. What's that? I suppose at some point you'd get used to it. Yeah, totally. At first I was like, what the fuck is this? My ears are ringing. I went to see the doctors and all that. And then, you know, maybe there's a treatment, I don't know. I've heard there are some, what is it called? Bio something. But I also heard they are not, you know, 100% guaranteed, and also there might be some damage. Speaking of audio, don't know if you'll be around much longer. I've been in voice for a while, that would be easier. Yeah, no, I'm just about to close the stream, but I can join you if you are grinding some Wukong Monkey King. So does that land credence to low lumen? But it's not off, but yeah, you could, I mean, you could, I guess you could say off. It doesn't like calculating shadows, but there's still lumen getting calculated. It's like it's turning off the shadows, right? But the algorithm is still Lumen. But if you go from DirectX 12 to 11, it's like Lumen. It's like DirectX 12 is this one. But if you turn this off, what is it? So you can also see, you can even see it's called depreciated, right? It doesn't support that anymore. I mean, this is not a good example. There's not an actual scene. There's only a model right now, but yeah. I think it doesn't calculate the shadows but it does all the other things it does. In engine, does it give you any indicator of performance impact? Yeah, there are lots of stuff. There's this optimization stuff you can see, like light complexity, light map density, you can see that. Shader complexity. Dude, there are so many stuff. Nanite visualization, triangles. So you can see it's, as you get closer, it subdivides. It basically changes the model density, right? If you keep zooming in, it puts in more triangles. But if you go out, you see it's like real time changing the geometry. But this is usually used for static objects, not like a main character, right? That's why, mouth looking normal now. Now it looks like, he swallowed his mouth. But this is just to look at the model. So yeah. This doesn't look like it in the game. But yeah, there are lots of stuff, visualizers, and what else? Honestly, I forgot. There are lots of stuff. Lumen scene. What else? Lighting. What is this? Clip map mid-level. Virtual page. Surface cache, Nanite visualization, material ID. That was the what is it called? Information thing. Map density. This one. Quad overdraw. I forgot how to do it, but geeks. Usually tech guys know those stuff, they just open them with shortcuts. Usually I get those when they are more like towards the end of the production, when you are optimizing and doing quality assurance. Currently I'm just I'm at the stage of visual development, just producing designs and models. And that time will come. I'll probably spending my nights in the Unreal trying to figure out stuff like, or playing with numbers, getting lost in numbers. So yeah. I did a camera here. Nice. So yeah, I think that's for today. I'm really glad I got this out of the way, the merging of the model and all that. And then there are some technical stuff. And we have ourselves a Captain Cringe and Punch model to play with. Maybe I can, rig this to some already existing templates in Unreal and we can play with it. Maybe download some random levels from different projects and running them as Captain Cringe and Punch. And I also have the base mesh for the main character. I'm really glad that's out of the way. And I was thinking about what to model next. So let's see. Open this up. Captain looking. So I had this guy. Since I already have the goblin, maybe I could do this one. You know, this dumb ogre with the imp on his back. This could be also a really funny game mechanic, right? Maybe the aim would be, you know, trying to make imp fall out of his shoulder. Then maybe he becomes weaker or, you know, more dumber. When imp is on his shoulder, maybe he's smarter. I don't know, something like that. Some kind of, it gives him some kind of buff, right? And then we have this guy, you know, regular demon who's gonna kick your ass. And then we have this guy. This is not a boss, but this is more like a mini boss, like an elite or, you know, empowered dude you encounter somewhere. This is more like an armor design, more like, you know. But yeah, I have these guys, maybe I could do them. And then I have this one, maybe I could flesh this out in 2D more. I really like this, like, you know, some kind of old knight got corrupted or became undead, something like that. This is also, you know, some kind of angel got corrupted. And then what else? We have this guy from the hell. What else? So this is like a standard thing in RPGs, right? Skeletons, zombies, right? It's like the most common thing. I might just, you know, do a skeleton, and there will be lots of different variations, like the only skeleton, and then maybe it's not a skeleton, but, you know, kind of a skeleton, like half rotted, and then different clothes, different variations. And I had this one. I really like this idea. Like, you know, this is so fucked up. It's like some kind of corpse or, you know, demon, but all the internal organs are, you know, stolen, I guess, or it's just extracted out, right? And it has like teeth all around his openings. So yeah, I really have lots on my plate. The nice thing is I don't have to worry about or think about, like, you know, what do I model next? There are lots of things, right? It's just, so these guys, and then, I mean, most of the other stuff is not really fleshed out. They are just standing here as an idea. This is kind of fleshed out, but this is more like effects thing, you know. It's just a cloak and a wing. What else? Oh yeah, we have these guys, Nagas. Yeah, also there are lots of different armor sets. Like, I think I have 7 different armor sets, and then the different variations of them, and 7 weapons and 7 variations of those different weapons. What else? Yeah, lots of creature ideas there. Again, these are just ideas. But yeah, yeah, these, I really had these in my mind. These are kind of fleshed out. I can just go ahead and you know, produce these. Yeah. Yeah, also had nymphs, but these are more for later on. So currently, currently as visual development, not as environment design, but for characters, I'm really happy. I have the things I want to work for. So yeah, I'm just I need to stop myself or I keep talking. It's funny, some days I don't even want to talk. Some days I can't shut up. Anyways, Captain looking good. The world ain't ready for him. Yeah, what was it? The hero nobody asked for, but everybody needed. Something like that. Two-part was sick. In chess, you can show current world development. There's nothing actually. I'm just transferring the code. It's just the code. So, I mean, I can show you the initial prototype on Discord later if you want. But probably I can't show it on stream because I think it's, you know, you can't show it publicly. I mean, you know, let's say you buy a game. In your own house, you can do whatever you want with it, right? You can dissect it, extract models and all that, but probably you can't do it publicly. So yeah, I'm not showing, because I've used lots of different models, different stuff I extracted from different games and all that. So yeah, and I'm not, you know, I'm not using them. I was using them for the prototype to see, just as a placeholder. And yeah, I can show you later on Discord, man. Anyways, I'm just gonna peace out. So yep, thank you guys for hanging out. And yeah, I'll see you next time. And take care.